Hab meine Kamera verloren.
Two wheels, one world. 2 years ago, I first tried myself on the rented KTM 790 adventure at TET Holland. A year later, I couldn't drop the idea and eventually bought a KTM 790S for myself. The person who pushed me toward this idea is Lawrence. He is the owner of 790 Adventure R. Before heading to TET for the second time, I completed one-day basic off-road riding course, but since that, almost a year had passed again. And now all the stars aligned, and Lawrence and I went to TET together. The whole tour lasted 2.5 days, and my experience felt like rally tour. But I'll return to that later. So here it goes in order. After 2 hours of the highway and a couple of small Dutch towns, we rode onto TET near Venlo. We set off along the upper branch of TET towards the sea, Rotterdam, as the reference point. Of course, I was incredibly excited. Second time on TET, first time with a teammate who is intensive off-road experience. I was full of confidence and courage, and due to my inexperience, I thought I could ride as cool as my friend Lawrence. This impulse would be drastically tempered later, but at that moment I didn't know it yet.
Het Limburg.
The trails were quite compact and damp in the morning, but as the sun rose, their surface grew drier and looser. Riding second was quite dusty, but this did not bother me at all.
Hey, das war geil.
We rode along the northern parts of TET, where sandy or gravel sections were often interspersed with asphalted or cobbled patches. Over time, off-road sections disappeared altogether. Yet before that, I managed to lose my Insta 360 RS1. The section where it disappeared was short but very crowded, so apparently someone managed to pick it up.
Hab meine Kamera verloren.
Wo?
Hm?
Und wo?
Ja, keine Ahnung. Ich versuche gleich mal noch mal kurz zurückzufahren. Ich denke, das soll da irgendwo sein. Auf der Strecke. Ich hoffe.
Diese kleine schwarze Dinge.
Ja. Kann sein, dass wir das nicht mehr finden. Aber.
Wo denn?
Hm?
Wo hast du die dran gehabt?
Sie war hier.
Ja, also mit dem Arm alles?
Nee, Arm ist ja da.
Hallo.
Hallo. Ja, sorry. Ich fahre mal kurz zurück und dann auf der Strecke werde ich mal suchen. Ja,
It's pity I lost the footage, though 360 camera sometimes yielded very interesting shots. Next we rode through the towns, dams and ferry crossings. Since I had previously ridden the part of that goes west from Venlo towards Brabant, where there were many off-road sections and they were quite long, I thought the northern branch would be rather dull. But when I stopped thinking only about off-road, I decided to surrender to the moment. The pleasure of beautiful views, bridges, ferry crossings, and anticipation of soon-to-come meeting with the sea came.
Kleiner Augenblick zu spät.
In fact, not long before our first camp, we again hit a relatively easy off-road short sections, even with single tracks. In addition, right by the sea, the Sleipnir platform awaited us. But to avoid making the video too long, I'll tell you about that in the next part. For now, I show you a couple of shots from our camp, including unexpected surprise that we managed to catch with a drone.